Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It is Sunday night, 11 p.m., a little after 11 p.m. I just got home. Your boy is tired. I just did about 30 hours of work this weekend, if you count Friday as part of the weekend, which I do, especially the Friday night part. I just multi-apped for about 10 hours on Friday, another 12 hours Saturday, and another 11 today, and managed to score $800, maybe a little bit more. I'll break down some of the stats if you guys are interested. Overall, I'm pretty psyched. I almost hit $1,000 in 40 hours, which I didn't work earlier in the week. I didn't work on New Year's Day. I didn't work New Year's Eve. Just didn't feel like being out on the road with the folks. I thought I'd just leave that be. I think I did that 2 years ago and wasn't very impressed with the level of orders. I think I thought there's going to be like same thing with Christmas. I thought the first year I did DoorDash, I thought there'd be like magical Shangri-La like orders of cookie platters for parties and with $50 tips, and it was not that. So I decided to just stay in, be safe. Also had some car issues earlier on in the week, so I didn't even start work till Thursday, and just finished Sunday and scored myself almost $1,000. I'll do the breakdown. As you can see here, December 30th to January 5th, which is today. That's $563 on DoorDash, and you can see the breakdown. The hours here, it's 41 hours. Give or take, there's some breaks in there where I just paused and did my thing. So I'm going to call that like 41 hours. But as you can see, today was especially busy on DoorDash. It's like that. Yesterday was like very much an Uber Eats day, and DoorDash just kind of found some time here and there. But today, from the get-go, I turned on my schedule app. Dash at like 10:30, and it was just like go time. So there wasn't much let up. But it was really overall pretty positive day. Some of the most interesting offers came later on. Like really, I was heading home at like 10 o'clock, and then this Target order for $24 came through, and that includes a $5 cash tip. It was pretty easy to shop. It was really quick, and it was like almost closing time at Target, which will motivate you to get that done quickly. The chilies also came later on, $12 and with a $6 add-on. I think I delivered to a Harlem Globetrotter because I noticed earlier today the Harlem Globetrotters were playing in Worcester. I was driving around downtown and I saw like that activity. And tonight I brought the Chili's order to a hotel, and this hotel does not allow drivers to hit the elevator and go upstairs. Like generally their policies don't do that. Just leave it at the table here. So I called up my customer, and he was like, "Oh man, I'm injured. I can't really get down there." I was like, I got you. I talked to the receptionist. She was like, "Oh yeah, no, there was a guy with crutches. Yeah, go ahead." She was like, "Go ahead." So I went up the elevator, and door opened, and the dude was like 7 feet tall, looked like Kevin Durant. So I think he was a Harlem Globetrotter, and maybe he had a sprained ankle or something, but he was pretty appreciative of the extra effort. I got you. I'm 5'5". I was like, let's play basketball right now. No, not really. So I'll show you what was going on Uber Eats this weekend. Was including Thursday was just under 300 with the stats there. As you can see, I worked Thursday night, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday I worked all day today, all day pretty much. Some interesting activity yesterday on Uber Eats, and I definitely want to like touch base. Like, do not sleep on the glitch order. The glitch order, especially like if you get a $30 order, $40 order, oftentimes that's a glitch. Like especially with a restaurant. Like I've been burned a number of times where I was like, whoa, $40. I'm like jamming over to like a pizza place or or something. It was like, it's too good to be true. It usually is. It usually the order was picked up, or there's some confusion. The restaurant didn't mark it, and like all of a sudden, like they're just sending it to a bunch of drivers that, you know, it keeps like increasing incrementally, and it's like a ghost. So I don't know, you know, that happens. If, you know, if that's happened to you, let me know. But this CVS order, the random like $29, if it's a CVS, it's worth checking out. This was like one item. It took me it was a 27-minute order because it was a long drive in the middle of backwoods, whatever, like rural area. But 10 miles of driving, it was one item. It was a pack of party cups. So that was an easy like $30. And earlier on in the day, there was another order like that where it's just under $20 for a pretty quick turnaround. One item delivered to a hotel. Like sometimes like these, you'll notice like $4 tip, $3 tip, which is not super generous on these people's part, but like that's fine. That's not where the money on this order is. There's like a glitch. I don't know if enough people just didn't want the order and didn't accept it, and just kept rolling to the next person until finally like someone did pick it up. But like this happens often, and often enough, like a couple of times a week, where an Uber Eats order that's seemingly out of nowhere, especially with a shop order where it's one or two items, I suggest it's worth looking into because it is pretty easy money. And that really kind of saved me yesterday. Yesterday was a total like crawl all day long. I don't know what was going on. Today was I don't know what it was. Today was like, it was colder today, but it was pretty cold yesterday. It was pretty cold Friday. The weather around here, it's been blustery and cold, but like today was just like on point all day long. Yesterday was a slog that I think I averaged $20 an hour yesterday, and same with Friday. Thursday night was good, and today was great. So I averaged over $25 an hour today. It was pretty easy going too. It was a lot of driving, but like not a lot of heavy shop orders, but just like good orders all day. I even stacked a couple myself, so managed to do that pretty well. So overall, like, I'm trying to get to the point where I can make more money in less time. When I first started doing this, like I would work 15-hour days and like maybe average $15-17 an hour, but like I was just really behind on some bills, so I was just happy to like have that kind of easy income, or what I thought was easy in the sense that I turn on an app on my phone and get in the car and just go make money. Easy like that. Not, necessarily like I'm not trying to sell people on things. Like I'm not trying to, work overtime at a company, etc. Like it's just pretty much on my own terms. What they say, I hear a lot of people say, you should only do what's good for you. You should only like accept work that like works for you. You should like ask for what you're worth. And I will say that this kind of work, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, it's sort of practice. Really like several times an hour, like in real time, you get to like say yes, yes, no, no, and like really decide what your time is worth. And some days are better than others, like every other job. But I'm really finding this value in saying, when I used to do the art thing, I was a performing poet for a long time and teaching artists, and I did a lot of gigs, as in, performance gigs or school gigs or accepting teaching roles and whatnot. I would oftentimes accept like way less than what I was probably worth, just because I just felt that I just needed to get my foot in the door with certain institutions and places, and then the experience was more important than the immediate reward. And for 20 years, I kind of like duct taped together that sort of life. And after 20 years of it, I found myself with high blood pressure, seriously overweight, like bad habits like smoking and drinking, and just not terrible diet, terrible sleep, like sciatic nerve condition, like teeth dropping out of my head, just like not bouts of depression and anxiety, because I was chasing a dream, which, I loved a lot of it, but like was not very realistic with trying to get back what I was putting into it, like in a very rational, real level. So I don't know. Gig work is just, for right now, it's just kind of like this reset, where several times per hour I'm like, yep, that's worth 15 minutes of my time. Yep, that's worth 30 minutes of my time. No, that is not okay. Whoa, that offer is way not okay. And it's kind of fun on some levels. My Celtics lost today, got beat out by OKC. So I was bummed about that. But otherwise, listen to a really great American Roots radio show about Chris Christopherson. Just kind of like sort of like an audio documentary. Did you know he wrote the Bobby McGee song that made Janis Joplin famous? That's a Chris Christopherson song, which is pretty wild. I didn't know that, and now I do. So I learned a thing today. Anyway, it's cold. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm gonna conk out for half an hour and get up early tomorrow and get to the gym, because I did not get a workout in this weekend, but I did get my 10,000 steps, and I ate pretty well. Super, your tip of the day, if you want to do gig work, you are going to be tempted so much with all the restaurants and grocery stores that you're in and out of. That stuff's in your car. One of my favorite, if a customer's nice and I feel like being, a little jovial beyond the have a good day, sometimes I'll be like, yo, this smells so good, I almost like drove off with it, that usually gets a chuckle or an extra tip, but I definitely have gotten a lot better at packing lunch and dinner and snacks, just so, save some money, but also just so it's in the car and I'm not tempted to like go buy some extra, stuff. Usually Sundays I kind of like loosen the cord and just, will treat myself, because treating yourself is important, but I don't know. Today I just like packed some wraps and some snacks, and had a good old productive day. So hope you're doing well. Like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll be back at it with a live blog in another day or two. Later.